My esteemed colleague has already stolen all my thunder, all my jokes. You know what we do. So what I thought I'd do is I'd tell you a story. I've got 5 minutes, right? I think. And it's got a really important kind of thing you need to remember, which is, hopefully you'll get it by the end. So, picture this. 20 years ago, I was working in Sanofi, in France, as an Englishman. Tough, right? I learned the language, I blended in, I did my best, but I had a team of 20 pharmacologists, biologists, molecular biologists, and protein chemistry guys, and we used to have to do reports. We used to have to pull the reports together, send them to the CEO, head of research, all of this horrible stuff. And at one point, after these 20 people, we've been doing it for a while, we were using Excel, we were doing all these things. And I was like, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way of doing this. And so we came up with this crazy idea of getting an ELN. So off we went out, we looked at some Lotus Notes-based ELNs, because we had Lotus Notes then at Sanofi. Rest assured that one didn't succeed. But we couldn't find something that really worked for us as biologists, as structured data. We could use Word and all these other things. Rolling forward a couple of years, I asked the CEO of Sanofi, there we were, at a big corporate do, and I said, you know what, I've got this really crazy idea. Wouldn't it be good if we had an ELN? Wouldn't it be good if we had one that did the structured data? Wouldn't it be good if we could do those reports for you and we could give them to the med chemists and keep them happy and stop getting them nagging us about what's the mechanism of action? Why is this compound failing? You know, why are my rats going crazy? All of these things. And he said, that's a really good idea, but you'll never get it to go in Sanofi. What you should do is leave. So I took that in the sense that I thought it meant to me, which is he was encouraging me and saying, you should go off, man, and find your destiny. Not you're a pain in the ass and get out. So I did that. I left. I started an ELN company in the year 2000. And the first prototypes were actually built in a web browser, believe it or not. Little point. It's only taken us almost 20 years to get to a web browser version of the thing that I started. Remember that point, 20 years, a long time, right? It was not a good time to start a software company in the year 2000. .com bubble, anybody remember that one?
Yeah.
If I'd have started it in 1999, I tell you what, I would not be here. Right, I would be in a beach somewhere and saying, you know, I've taken 200 million off someone and I'm off, whoosh. It was a little bit harder. Then all sorts of other things. So eventually I grew my company to be 3 men and a dog. It took 5 years to get there. However, during that time, we did get some early customers. But we were one of the first, not the first, ELNs to integrate the ChemAxon chemistry technology. Back in 2002, I dug out the letters, the emails, the contracts, all of those things the other day. And there we were. We had an ELN with the ChemAxon technology in it. It was working. It was great. We could go and talk to the chemists. Roll it forward a couple more years. We ended up being purchased by IDBS. The 3 men and the dog moved out of our garage and moved into IDBS. At that time, IDBS had their own chemistry. It was a big thing at IDBS. And us being a little 3 men and a dog company, we're going in there, there's activity-based writing, there was all these other things they were doing. 3 men and a dog. They came up to us and said, why have you got ChemAxon chemistry in your ELN? I said, well, it's the best stuff out there. It works, it does. We plugged it in within a week. No, you've got to get rid of it. IDBS, we use our own chemistry. Andy Lemon. Right? How ironic. And so, we had to get rid of it. It took us over 2 years to put all of the IDBS chemistry back into the ELN. years, right? It was there, we developed our chemistry. We developed our chemistry an awful lot on the back of the success of the workbook. The companies like BASF, Vertex, DuPont pushed us really hard in our chemistry environments. Roll that story 55,000 users later, here we are, a couple of years ago, and we decided, well, we're in a thick client environment, we've got to get onto a thin client environment. We take that thin client and you go, IDBS chemistry doesn't work in the thin client, we have to redevelop it, doesn't it? Great opportunity, I thought. Here's my chance. I've waited 15 years for this. Why don't we go and put ChemAxon chemistry in our ELN for the web? Bad idea. So here we are now with ChemAxon technology back in the ELN that I put in 15 years ago after being asked to leave Sanofi 20 years ago. The moral of the story is never ever give up. Because eventually it will come round and you will get what you wanted, which is the ChemAxon technology back in your product that you've been working on for 20 years. So that's the moral of the story. We've got some great stuff with ChemAxon. It's not just about chemistry. We're doing the BioReady, we're doing the BioReg integrations, we're doing practice integrations, we're doing all of those other cool things. So come and have a chat to us. But first, last thing to say is thank you very much to ChemAxon for the opportunity to waste 5 minutes of your day.